All right, folks, welcome back to the fourth quarter action. I want to apologize. I had no idea that my third quarter action gameplay, the third quarter of play, actually ended within 3 minutes. So that video is uploading as we speak. But once that's all set up, this one video will actually go up, and hopefully won't have any weird YouTube glitches. It's weird. I'm not sure why it's doing that for this video exactly. It happens a lot with the last two videos where it'll upload like 28 minutes of one of the videos and then just not upload anything else. So I am kind of considering, if I need to make sure that's smooth for everybody, I can do a two-part video. But if it's easier for you guys, let me know. I can always just make a two-part video for each quarter. That way, you know, the content completely goes out and you guys can watch them in little pieces there. But either way, you guys can enjoy here. As you see, the Florida Gators have the ball here. It is 3rd down and 2 on the Ohio State Buckeyes 17-yard line. We're starting the fourth quarter. The Florida Gators have 1 timeout left, and then Ohio State actually has 3 timeouts remaining. The score is neck and neck, 17-17. So let's get back to it. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so 25. So 25 here on a 3rd and 2 play here. So that's going to be an inside run versus a 5. So that's going to be a safe. So inside versus safe. Okay, inside, safe. And 20 is actually going to be Brandon James is going to be the running back there. So let's see what happens with Brandon James as he rolls the dice here again. Okay, 14. So 14 tells us Brandon James, let's see his running here. So James is a B, inside and outside. So B will be 2 yards. So a 2-yard gain, that's going to be a first down there, enough for one at least. So that'll be a 2-yard gain down to the 15-yard line as the Gators march on again. And the clock's going to roll down there to 14:30. And we'll get the action going here. So that's going to start the action here in the fourth quarter as the Gators continue their march down the field. So let's put that down there. So James gets the rush. That's his first time touching the ball as a rusher. And that'll be a 2-yard gain there for him. Okay, so first down and 10. Of course, we can't use the fast action cards because we are within that 20-yard line, so it wouldn't really be presentable to do so. So 1-1 here with 1st and 10. Inside versus run. So inside versus a run defense, and 5 will be Tim Tebow getting the action call here. Okay, 44. I probably actually should have done an audible, but we're just going to play it as such, so just not going to do anything there. So 44, let's check it out. So 44, QB, is he a run 2? Well, Tim Tebow absolutely is. So that's going to be an extreme column here. So 42 here for that column, and 42 on the column says E, run 2. So E is Freeman, and he is run 2. So it looks like he's bogged down 3 yards. So it looks like a 3-yard run there, down to a 2nd and 7 there. Ball on the Ohio State 12-yard line as we get down to the 14-minute mark for the Florida Gators ball. Saving it here for us. Okay. 2nd down, 7 yards to go here as Tim Tebow gets that 7-yard run there, or 3-yard run there. I'm going to put that down there. So it looks like we got a 5-6. So 5-6 here. So 5 is a short play, and then a short pass there to a blitzing defense. So let's do a short versus blitz. Okay, 13. 13 is... well, 13, I'm not sure why I was doing 13 already. But 13 for receiving is going to be Thompson. So Thompson's going to be the one receiving here. Let's roll again. 42. So 42 is EC, which is Hernandez. Is EC 0 pass? He is not. So it looks like quick throw complete for R yards. Well, Thompson, his R yards is 15 yards. So that'll be a Florida Gator touchdown. So that's going to stop the clock there. Right, so that'll be down to 13:45 there, and that will stop the clock, and that'll add on 7 points there, or 6 points at least, right? So 23 there, 23-17. So touchdown there for the Florida Gators, and that moves them ahead definitely right where they kind of need it here, as Tim Tebow is 11 for 20 passing here. Definitely has some good yardage. That'll be what was it? 12, so it was a 12-yard gain as it was a 15-yard run or pass, but it doesn't matter because he's already into the touchdown there. So that'll be another touchdown there for UF there. Perfect. Okay, so let's see if we're going to get a field goal here, guys. Florida Gators 2-3, so 23 on a PAT. That is good. So there it is. If you can cheer for the orange and blue, victory forever. Okay, so that'll put us at the 13:30 mark. And we're going to do kickoff here. So that's 12. That's going to be a 71-yard kick. So I think that will actually go to the back of the end zone there, but we'll check just in case. So 70 yards there. So let's look here. So 70 yards. So 10, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So he's back into the touchback. I'm going to say he's going to take a touchback there. So it looks like the Ohio State will take, University will take first down and 10 on their ball, on their 20-yard line, or 25-yard line, I apologize, because I think they go up to the 25 now. So on their 25-yard line, and it's going to be 15 remaining, as of course there's going to be 15 seconds takes off the clock when you actually do a play that stops the clock, or a special teams play, so like punting and stuff, or field goals, things like that. So we're at 13:15 remaining. Ohio State has the ball, and they're notorious for taking possession and keeping it. So we'll see if Jim Tressel can kind of pick it up and see what's going on here. So let's check out on the first dice. Okay. So let's see here. So fast action card here. Let's do pass. So it looks like a pass here. So pass is incomplete. Pressure from pass rush. That incomplete pass there from Terrell Pryor. Looks like the Florida Gators defense is getting a little more staunch as we play on here. So we're going to roll the dice real quick here. So 14. 14 is going to be 1-4. So that's going to be inside versus a safe defense there. So let's go all the way to the front of the book there. All right. And then 7 is going to be the one who does it. So 7 inside run will be Wells. Okay, 24. So 24 says FJ. So is F and J, are they run too? So F, Brendan Spikes, he is. So runner smothered for a 4-yard loss. Oh boy. So 3rd down and 14 after a smothering loss there. That'll bring him back to the 21-yard line there. So incomplete pass will be down to the 13-minute. I forgot about that. And then the smothering play will actually bring them down to a 12:30. 30 seconds off the clock. So 3rd down and 14 there. And CJ Wells, Wells goes down -3. 4 yards, apologize. 4 yards on the play there. Okay, -4 yards there. And looks like 3rd and 14 is going to be the play here. Probably going to be a pass play. I can only assume so. So 6 is going to be definitely a long play. So a long play, and 1 will be a safe play. So long versus safe. Let's check it out here. So long versus a safe. Okay. This could be a big one here, of course, as the defense is playing safe. That's going to be to 5. So that will be to Robisky. 65 here. So 65 says K. Is he to pass? K, Carlos Dunlap is. So it looks like QB flatten, 13-yard loss on sack. Wow. Oh my goodness, guys. That was almost a safety here, folks. 14 yards to go. So 13-yard sack there. Oops. Kind of screwed that one up here. So it was 14 yards to go. So 13 yards would be 1, 2, 3. And then 27. So 4th and 27, guys, as the Gators look like they're ready to continue their dominance here. 1, 2, 3. And then down to the 8-yard line, guys, as a sack gets Terrell Pryor there. So fantastic play there, going down to 12 minutes, and it's going to be a needed for a very nice punt here, but their punter is not very good. Let's check it out. Ohio State's punt is going to be 64 here. So 64 says unusual punt. Okay, here we go. So, wow, okay, I've rolled it again. 64 again. Okay, so punt is 64, and it looks like a 10-yard loss. How is that even possible? Punt, 10-yard loss. Fumble on NR or use return for yards. Huh. I'm not actually sure how this works here. poor snap, so delayed, 8-yard loss, 10-yard loss, fumble on play, NR, or return with a star. So in 1985, no fumble, use punter's average. Okay, it says right here. So 1985 to present, use punter's average out of bounds, no fumble. Okay, I literally had no idea what that was talking about here. So it looks like we're just gonna use the punter's average. There's no fumble at all because it doesn't make sense to me. I'm not really sure what was going on there. So luckily we're not playing 1985, guys, because that would have been completely oblivious. But the punter's average, as you're looking at it, Trapasso, is a 38. So he's going to kick it at 38 yards, be first down and 10, and 38 yards will be, so 6 or 8 would be 16-yard line. So to 30 yards from here, that'll be the 46-yard line. So the Florida Gators are going to start with great field position here, as it's going to be kicked out of bounds there. But it's going to be 11:45 if the Florida Gators ball on the Ohio State side. Okay, fast action chart here. It's going to be a run. Okay, so it looks like tackled by defensive back after a gain of 11 plus this many yards. So let's run for who's going to get the ball. So it's Tim Tebow who's going to have plus 6 yards. So that's me 17-yard rushing gain there for Tim Tebow there. So 17-yard, looks like he ran it up the middle there. Great job there by Tim Tebow as he rushes the ball. First down, and that'll be on the 39, on the 29-yard line. Fantastic there. Play by the quarterback, who definitely deserved the Heisman there. Definitely not by his throwing, I can tell you that much today, but by his rushing for sure has made some moves here today. So let's roll back to here. So 42 is going to be, let's see here, normal is going to be screen versus a safe. So screen versus safe here. All right, screen versus safe. Looks like a 10. So 10. 10's going to be Rainey, Chris Rainey, right? Or is it screen? So 10 is going to be Aaron Hernandez. My apologies. And 65. 65 is A, and 0 pass. Does Checkwell have 0 pass? He does not. So it tries to cut outside after catch, blank yards. So yard loss here by, so 1 yard loss by that pass, though. Luckily he got the yard there, but unfortunately couldn't shake the defender. Really good play there. That's going to be a 1 yard loss there. So 2nd and 11 there on the 30-yard line. Okay, and that was to Aaron Hernandez. So minus 1 yard. Okay, so looking at a fast action chart here. That's going to be a run. Let's look at who's going to be the runner here. Okay, 11. So 11's going to be the runner. Decked at line, no gain, fumbles. Well, I guess no gain, fumbles. Odd recovered by defense, even by running back. Ooh, that's a pretty cool thing here. So 11 was the one that we sat here, who is Chris Rainey. So there's no gain on the play for Chris Rainey here, but he might have actually fumbled here. So 0. So let's see who's going to be the one that plays it here. So 1. So it looks like there's a fumble, and then covered by defense is the odd. So 1 is definitely an odd there. So it looks like they have recovered the fumble here, guys. So that's going to bring a first down and 10 for the Ohio State Buckeyes as the play goes down to the ground here. 10:45, I always say, just because the fact that the play was running play. So it's going to take a little bit of time there. So 10:45, Buckeyes are going to get a great break here in the action. So fumble for the Gators definitely helps them out. So let's see what happens with the Buckeyes once they get the ball here. 62 looks like they're going deep here, folks. Let's see if they're just going to do a long ball here. Long ball, just medium. So it looks like we're going long ball to 7 here, which is going to be Heartland, or Heartline. So Heartline, so 2 is going to be safe. So it's going to be a long versus safe here. Let's see what happens. Long pass versus safe. So 52, it looks like. Well, I put the 6 down, but it was definitely 52. Sorry, guys. So 52 here is going to be B. He has 0 pass. Ahmad Black is not. So that's going to go to the white chart here, guys. So white chart here. 56. So 56, he definitely does not have a 10. Terrell Pryor has a 2 for his Y. So we're going to check the completion here. So 12 is going to be, let's see here, looks like Ahmad Black on the 12, looks like glances off defender there. So it looks like he threw a pretty bad pass there, but nonetheless, it's just a pass there, incomplete. Bring us down to 10-30. Okay, 10:30 left here in the game. I think it was already there, so let's play a ball here. So it's going to be a running play. Let's see who the player is going to be. 3. No room to run. Dumped for a 1-yard loss. So looks like CJ Wells gets the 1-yard loss here. Okay, so 1-yard loss there for CJ Wells, or Wells, I guess. 31 and ball on the 29-yard line. And that will be down to the 10-minute mark here. And they need a miracle here to make sure they get this ball nice and far down there so they don't have to punt it too badly here. So 41 is going to be 3rd and 11. That'll be a medium versus a versus a safe. So medium versus safe. So medium safe to 13, which will be who was that one? Zanzenbacher. So Zanzenbacher is going to get the play here. I think it's actually his first play to get to here. Called up. So 13, and Terrell Pryor, it's asking for his completion rating, is an A, which would be Q yards. So Q is 11. So it looks like, or 13, I apologize, 13. So that'll be a first down. So 13 yards, 1, 2, 3. And then it'll be plus 10. So that'll be on the 42-yard line there. 1st and 10, Ohio State Buckeyes, as they start to get that progression there. So good for them here. Was it Zanzenbacher here? Gotta add him to the score sheet here. So that's going to be a 13-yard gain, I think. Yeah, 13 yards. Okay, 13-yard gain there. Terrell Pryor is doing much better as a quarterback, it looks like, than Tim Tebow is. Although he has had 2 sacks already. So standing a little too long in the pocket, it looks like. But it's going to be a pass play off that last pass play, which is great here. EC makes catch in traffic, 6 yards. C passer or below throws incomplete. Well, he is not a C passer, as we just saw. He's an A. But EC is going to be Ballard. So Ballard's going to make a catch for 6 yards there. Very nice job there in traffic. So 6 yards. That's going to be 2nd and 4. And that's going to be to the 48-yard line. And let's look like here, so Ballard, 6 yards there. Nice job. And we're going to mark down 9 minutes there remaining here as the Ohio State Buckeyes keep moving down here, folks. Oh, what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Ohio State's going to make the move here? It looks like they need to. Coach is getting pretty hot and heavy here as it goes inside run versus a blitz. Oh, boy. Big guys in the trenches here are going to have to make some big moves here on inside run versus a blitzing defense. Sometimes these can work out really well for the offense because they can sometimes slip through there. So Wells is going to be the rusher here, so or the rushing back here. So that's 15. So 15 for Wells. So let's see what Wells has on his card. So it looks like for an inside run, he's AAA, which means for 15, he's going to be an XR column. So 62 here on the XR column. Is runners inside grade greater than A? Yes. So it looks like he busts 2 tackles and go. Okay, so bust 2 tackles and go. Let's see what happens here. 62 again. Go means we're going to have a 29 yards plus 3. So that's going to be a 32-yard gain here, folks. Fantastic play here. Like I said, sometimes you can just break a tackle and then you're gone because they're playing a blitz. So if you can break through it, looks like you are doing great there. So 32 yards there. So there's 2. And then we got 10. Then we got 20, and then we got 30 right there for us. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 on the Florida Gators 20-yard line. So it looks like Wells there is going to be racking up a lot of yards today here. That's going to be 32 here for us. Definitely an amazing runner, at least in this game. I'm not sure if he was this good in real life because he's gotten way more touches than I think a normal human being would have. Let's see how many touches he's had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He's at 18 touches here, guys. Definitely hasn't lost too much. I think he's going to go over that 200-yard marker today, possibly. But doesn't show it with any of those touchdowns. He hasn't got a single touchdown today. All right, so on the 20-yard line, you know what, I'm going to do a fast action chart here. So, because I didn't do it for the last one. So, all right, and we're on the 20-yard line, so I'm not too bad about that one. So it's gonna be a rushing one. So let's do who's gonna be rusher. 18 will be the rusher. So it looks like 18 will be the other Wells. So I think it's like Maurice Wells, I think it is. Outside run versus run defense. So outside run versus run defense here. Run defense, okay. All right, so let's see how Wells does here. Or the other Wells, not the same one we know. So 61 here. 61. E is 0. E is not. Stampert is a 1 run there. So it looks like runners stacked up at line, no gain. So no gain there. So second down and 10 with 8 minutes remaining here. Okay. Ball on the 20-yard line. And M. Wells, I'm going to put him down here. He has 0 yards there. Okay. Let's see how the play goes out here again. So 25 here. Oh, there we go. Got that going there for us. Might need to turn on the do not disturb section there. So 25 here. So 2-5 is going to be inside versus pass. So inside versus pass here. Going back to the run here with Wells, it looks like. Inside versus a pass play. Okay, let's see. So got Wells here taking the ball. 34. All right, GA says 0 run. Does GA have 0 run? Left, he does not. Cordell is much better, so he does not have that. So 34 says runner tumbles after runner tumbles ahead for 7-yard gain there. So it looks like it's gonna be third down and 3 on the Florida Gator 14-yard line, 13-yard line, and 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. So definitely getting a little bit of action here as we are getting down to the last second. So that's going to be 7-yard gain. Florida Gators need to step up and get this third down and stop them here because this is definitely important here. Let's see what happens. 5-6, so 3rd and 3 here. 5 is going to be short, and it's going to be against a defense, so that's going to be blitzing. So short and blitz defense, 19. So 19 is going to be Ballard here on the receiving end. So 16 here. 16 says QB completion here. So it looks like this could be close here, guys, because his completion rating is an A. Oh, man, Terrell Pryor with an A is incomplete, folks. So 4th and 3 there, guys, is going to be what we got going on here. They're not going to go for it because they know better. He knows better than to give in to something this quick, right? Because you have a pretty good kicker, I think. Let me check real quick how their kicker is. Their kicker is not too bad. Yeah, he's got AA. So on a 13-yard line, you take the points and hope that your defense can stop them, because if they can stop them, which they did last time, there's an opportunity for success. So absolutely, we're going to try to take the points here and see what happens. Okay, so let's take the points here. So 25, let's see how that field goal goes off here. So on a AA, and he's 10, so that's going to be 10 plus 7, so 30-yarder. So a 30-yarder on a 25 here. So could have made it from a 53 yards out. So he definitely makes it there. So that's going to be 3 points on the board. And the Florida Gators will be receiving the ball here with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Definitely the time that Ohio State definitely needs to stop the Florida Gators' potent offense here. With 4 points left, definitely gives them the opportunity of the lifetime to do something good here. So I think it's Pretorius is definitely on here, as he's made a 32-yarder and a 30-yarder today. So let's see how the kickoff goes. 61. So 61 on a kickoff is 51 yards to the primary. So let's see here. So 36. Let's just go up here and we'll add the points here. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 51. There you go. So they receive. Brennan James receives the ball on the 14-yard line. So the Gators have the ball here. And then we return here. So 65 here, normal return. So 65 says long return here, guys. So it looks like a long returns in effort here. So 65 says 65 is a 92 yards plus. Oh man, guys, 92 yards plus one of these. So it looks like it's a 94-yard return. Brennan James, folks, it's amazing. Brennan James has now returned a punt return, and now we'll have returned a kickoff. So that'll be a, what's that, 6? So is that 20 on 20-yard line? So that's an 80-yard. That's an 86 yards? Yeah, 86 yards for a touchdown, folks. 86 yards, touchdown run there. So, folks, I cannot make this up. The Florida Gators have just scored a touchdown off of the second play there, of course, by Brennan James. So he's now returned a kickoff and he's returned a punt. So, folks, this is amazing, but it's really terrible if you're an Ohio State Buckeyes supporter. So right now we're going to check real quick and see what they make the field goal. So 32, 32 for the field goal on the PAT is good. That'll put up to 31 points against 20. So 31-20 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Boy, if you're Ohio State, you were thinking pretty difficult and thinking really long about that field goal there. But boy, did Brennan James answer your question, I guess you could say. What could happen in the worst scenario? Okay, Florida Gators are going to kick off now. So 53 here. So 53 on a routine kickoff here. It's going to be 56 yards. So 56, right? Yep, 56 yards. So let's look up to the 35-yard line. All right, so was it 56? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then so 6 yards, right? Yep, 6. So is that to the 9-yard line? All right, so now they're going to return it here. So 62 yards here. So 62, let's check it out real quick here. So it's going to be, 62 is going to be plus 12 to the return. And the return man for them is Thomas. So he's got a 22 there. So 22 on his return plus 12 will be a 32, or 34, I apologize. So 34, so 33, right, from here. So 33, so 1, 2, 3, and then, right, 30, yeah. So it'll be the Ohio State Buckeyes ball with on the 40, their 43-yard line there, with 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining there in the fourth quarter, as they need to make up 11 points. So it's now at this point a 2-touchdown score, or I guess if you could say, it's 2 touchdowns or two possession game here at this point. They definitely need to see if they can get a touchdown, and then possibly, if they take too much time, might need to actually get going here and make the plays. So at this point, guys, just as we kind of get started here, we will still be using the FAC cards here, as they are kind of a nice little treat to have, but we will be playing with the special conditions, the special situations here, which will be just basically, they're now trailing by 11, and we are within that 6-minute mark, so it's going to be, they're using a B category of offense play calls, which means they're going to be basically playing a pass most of the time. So essentially it's going to be a lot of passes, unless, of course, the fast action cards dictate otherwise. We will be playing a pass play, essentially, because they need to score really fast. So let's see what happens on the first one. So it's going to be a run, of course, while I'm saying it's going to be a pass a lot. So 7. So let's see what happens with the 7 here. So it's going to be Wells again. So it pushes ahead for a tough 1 yard. So that's going to be 2nd down and 9 with 6 minutes or 5 minutes and 45 seconds there. So 5 minutes and 45 seconds, ball on the 44-yard line. And now we're going to be rolling from the pass or the special situation chart here. So 4-1. to 14. So 4, and we're using the C chart now because we're in the 5-minute mark. So 4 is a long play, right? So a long pass versus a pass defense. So long versus a pass defense. So let's see if they can come up with something here. Okay. And that's the 14 here. So 14 is going to be small. 36. EB. And EB says Heartline. Let's create Heartline there. So does he have 2 pass? He does. So pass protection holds up. QB dumps off to alternate receiver for Q plus yards. Okay, so alternate receiver is going to be, let's see who it is, 1. So it'll be Robisky for Q plus this many yards, so 3. So Terrell Pryor's Q is 13 plus 3 is going to be 26 there. So that'll be a first down and 10 and 6 yards, so 20, so 1 and 2. So on the Florida Gator 30-yard line, that's going to be a first down and 10 with 15 minutes and 15 seconds left there. So looks like the pass play did help them out there. So let's add that on there for us. So 1 yard there. And who was that? Robisky. That was 26 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just kind of adding up the tallies here. Okay, so first down and 10 here. Okay, 4-3. That'll be again a long pass versus that. Now, if they're within the 30-yard line, it says here. So okay, so within 20-yard line and then 10-yard line. Okay, great. So I want to make sure. So it's gonna be a long pass versus a pass defense. Let's see what happens here. To 13, which will be Zanzenbacher. So 31 there, guys. So 31 is FJ. So Brandon Spikes is a 2. So it looks like pressured. QB runs. Go to page 12. Re-roll. So 12, I think it's going to be. So it's a QB. It's his QB one. So it looks like pressures in the pocket there. So we're going to roll it here with the QB. So Terrell Pryor will be the runner here. So So Marsh. Does he have run 2? He does not. So it's going to be. Let's see here. EA or EC run 2. Let's see. EA, no, he's not run 2. Is EC run 2? Ballard is not. So otherwise, 66. Otherwise, runner finds enough room to gain 1 dice, 2 yards. So 2 yards. So second down and 8 on a QB run there. So looks like he scrambled out of the pocket there, got himself some good spacing, at least a little bit there. So 4 minutes and 45 seconds left there on the Florida Gator 28-yard line. That's Terrell Pryor. Gets the 2-yard gain there. Okay, 34. So it's still long versus a long pass there. Or long pass versus pass defense, getting that back up there. So let's see, 11 will be, for passing, will be Zanzenbacher. And, 11. So 11 with a Terrell Pryor. I think Terrell Pryor might be doing pretty good here. A is going to be 2 Q yards out of bounds. So that's going to be 26 yards. So that'll be a first down and 10 on the 2-yard line, because as of course he is on the 28. So that's going to be a really nice pass there with only 2 yards remaining there. And that'll be out of bounds. So it's actually going to be an out of bounds play that will help him. So 4 minutes and 30 seconds there with 2 yards remaining here. Now with them being on the 2-yard line, let's see here. For any negative tendencies, blah, blah, blah. Okay, special teams for passing teams. All right, so let's do, we're going to do a couple of plays here off the normal chart, just because they are in a short down territory, which would make sense for them to actually do something in a short down territory. So it'll be an inside run versus a run defense. And then I'll be going over to Wells there. So inside run versus a run defense. Okay, so 13, and Wells is a, let's see real quick, this could be a touchdown here, folks. AAA, so 13 AAA is 6 yards. That'll be a touchdown for the Ohio State Buckeyes, moving them to 31 to 26 here, guys. And let's see what the result will be for the
point after attempt here. So rusher is there. Wells will be getting the touchdown finally. So that's 2 yards and a touchdown there. Okay. And so 56 here on a point after. 56 will be C or better is good. So let's see, the point after is, for his experience, well, he definitely has it. So he's definitely a field goal kicker. So he got that there for us. He has double A's there. So no problem there. So it's going to be to 4 minutes and 15 seconds there. Ball is going to be placed on the 35-yard line for the kickoff, and we're ready to go for the response from the Florida Gators here as they try to consume the clock. Okay, so 21 here on the kickoff. 21 will be 66 yards. So, bink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the 4-yard line here, the return's going to be 62. So return 62, 12 yards plus the return on the return. So 23, 12 yards. So is that 25, 35-yard return there. So it's going to be on the, right, 35-yard return. So that'll be on the 39-yard line there. Not too bad math there, not too bad. Oh my gosh, but I gotta get this one here. 39-yard line, so that'll be the Gators on their 39-yard line with 4 minutes remaining here, guys. Looks like the Florida Gators have the work cut out for them. They basically just need to get a couple first downs here, as of course it'll be time for the Buckeyes to run through their timeouts real quick here, as the score is 31-27. And they don't need to use this because they lead by 8 points, so they'll be using the deep play here, so they're going to run the ball a lot. So they lead by, what is it? QB lead, the Q lead here for them. So they're going to use the regular offense on 3rd down, right? But other ones are going to be using the D chart. So 44, it's going to be an outside versus a run defense. So outside versus run to the number 6, which will be Tim Tebow. Okay, so Tim Tebow's going to run here. Little QB protection there, so 63. 63 says G. Does he have a 0 run? G does not. Homan does not. So it's going to be runner cut down, turning corner, 2-yard loss. So 1st and 20. Okay. 39. So it's going to be on 37-yard line there. It's going to be 3 minutes and 30 seconds there. The Ohio State Buckeyes are going to probably need to start calling timeouts here. I'm going to say probably starting now, really, because if you keep throwing off 30 seconds off each play, well, they're not going to have very many plays to go here. So they're going to need to make a stop here, and they'll call a timeout right afterwards. Okay, so let's mark that. I forgot to mark that in the book here, so minus 2 yards rushing here. So 32, so 3 is inside run versus a run defense to the number 9, who is Percy Harvin. Let's see if they can stop him. If they stop him here, it's pretty good chances here for the Ohio State Buckeyes. So 11 here. Probably not going to stop him now here. So inside versus run here. Let's see. Percy Harvin's running is a quadruple A, which means he's going to get 7 yards. So 2nd down, so it's going to be 3rd down. And after that play, it's going to be 3rd down and 5 there. And I got to mark that. Oop, come on, down, right? 3rd and 27. Yeah, there you go. So 3rd down and 5. That was a 7-yard gain. So on the 44-yard line, and they're going to call a timeout there, which will stop the clock with a play marked dead there. So 2 timeouts remaining. 3rd down and 5. Now the Florida Gators will go back to their normal offense here. Okay, let's see what happens here. So 2-5. So 2-5 is going to be 3rd and 5. So it's going to be an outside versus a blitz. Oh boy, this could be it, folks. So outside versus a blitz, and number 10, who's going to be Chris Rainey. So 44, let's check it out here, guys. 44 is fullback, so the fullback is Rainey here. Does he have 2 run? He does. So it's going to be an XR column. They only need 5 yards here, folks, to get a first down. 36, so the XR column here.
36 is F, player F. Okay, so Laurinaitis, their best player on defense for sure. Does he have a run 2? He does. So it looks like the defense is going to down him after 2-yard gain. So that was an absolute stunner here of a play. Almost broke a great play there. Almost broke a 9-yard gain there. So 4th and 3 on the Florida Gators 46-yard line. And the Buckeyes will actually call another timeout. And that'll bring it to 3 minutes remaining here as the Florida Gators are going to punt it to them. Now the Florida Gators are on the 46-yard line, which means they can do a coffin play, so a coffin punt, which they will. They're not going to go for it. There's no need to. No need to give them up that great of a play here. So 44. So 44 coffin punt will be, so coffin punt D or better. The punt bounces out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So let's see here. All right, so the punter is Chaz Henry, and his coffin punt is a C, so it will. So it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 9-yard line, and that'll be 1st down and 10, and that'll be a play to bring it down to 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So as we know, guys, here, the ball is now the Ohio State Buckeyes, and they just need to get a touchdown. Just need a touchdown, right? It wasn't too hard for them today. They've only got 3 of them, so they need to run down here, guys. Here's the last play of the game. I hope you guys are sit back and ready to go here as the last play is ready, or last drive is really ready to go. Okay, last drive here, guys. So with 2 minutes remaining here, trailing, they're going to be trailing, what are they trailing by? 4. So 4 with less than 3 minutes remaining is a C. So it looks like they're going to be going big time here, guys. Big time here, which is going to be 5. So that's going to be a long versus a pass play here for pass defense. So a long pass versus a pass defense to number 5, which is going to be Robisky. 63, here we go. 63. Okay, G. Does G have 0 pass? So G Hicks does have 0 pass. So it looks like QB has time, throws ball away, incomplete. Okay, so almost got sacked there on that time there. So 2 minutes, and luckily got the ball away, incomplete there. So you don't actually have to take a timeout. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds there. Ball on the their 9-yard line there. So that'll be a Terrell Pryor. Pass incomplete. Let's roll again. So 63 there. So on a C play, right? I think that's what we're using, right? Trailing by 4. Yeah, so trailing by 4. So C is going to be a long versus a pass. So long versus pass to number 9. So number 9 will be Hartline. So Craig Hartline here. So 64. Roll again on unusual result. Okay. Unusual result is 35. So 35 says minus 9 yards. Oh my goodness, guys. Folks, this could be this could be something, folks. Minus 9 yards sack by Carlos Dunlap of the Florida Gators, and that's going to cause an injury possibility. But minus 9 yards, they are on the 9-yard line. That's going to back them all the way up to a safety, folks. That means the Florida Gators just got 2 points and the ball. This game, folks, is almost all but over, as the Florida Gators just got a safety here by Carlos Dunlap. That is absolutely the most crazy play I think I have ever seen in this game. Just the timing of it, folks. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I hope you guys are still here for this, because 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and we have to play the injury, of course, the injury chart. So 13 here. So 13 is QB injured. Go to column B, roll again. So it looks like Terrell Pryor was injured there on the play. So 11. Just finger injury. Player remains in the game here. But looks like Terrell Pryor got a little banged up on that play. The Gators are going to receive the ball off of a kickoff here for the play. So ball in the well, I'm not really sure how safeties are going to work here on this game, but we're going to play it just as a normal kickoff here, guys, just because it's ease of time here. So yeah, so there's the play there, safety. So let's see how the Florida Gators ball gets it. So 63 is going to be a 48-yard return or a kickoff here. So let's go 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 48, right? So there's that. And then 17. So the ball on the 17-yard line, and the secondary will return it. So it looks like only James is the return man, so he only takes it back here. 66 is the return. So long return here, guys. It looks like as if this could be something great here. So it looks like if return grade is less than 7, use that. So return grade is not less than 7. His return grade is 23. So it's going to be a long return here, guys. So a 25 is 19. Let's see here. Let's see. Long return. Kickoff, interception, punt. Secondary rating is for a long punt or fumble. I'm going to say it's a punt because he is returning a punt. So I'm going to play it like that. So 25 is a 17-yard return. So 17 yards for the kickoff here. And that will be Brandon James there, 17 yards. So 24, 34, and that will mark off 15 minutes or 15 seconds there. And guys, I think they're going to play one play here and then get into victory position here and basically take the knee essentially at this point, because they basically have won the game here. So yeah, 2-minute warning. Florida Gator ball on their own 34-yard line. So let's see what happens to the Florida Gators when they run it here. 34 or 36 here. So because once the Buckeyes cannot stop the clock anymore, at this point, there's no point in playing the game here, because of course they won't be able to stop the game here. So all they need to do is get a first down, essentially, I suppose, and it'll guarantee them the victory. So let's see here. So 36 is going to be inside versus blitz. So inside versus blitz, okay, and that's going to be 17. So 17 is going to be Emmanuel Moody. 22. Will be the guy here. So 22, Emmanuel Moody is his inside is a quadruple A. 22 is XR column. So let's roll the XR column here. 43 EC. Now is EC here Hernandez? Does he have a 0 run? He does not. So it looks like he's knocked out of bounds after an 11-yard gain there. So that's going to push it down to 1 minute and 15 seconds. But he was knocked out of bounds, so I don't think they're going to pull our timeout again. So that'll be a first down here. Oops, messing up here. So that'll be an 11-yard gain. Ball to the Florida Gators 45-yard line, and that's not going to be 30. So that's going to be 33 there. There we go. So we're going to be playing there. So, oh boy, this is exciting, guys. I cannot tell you how insane this is that this just happened. So, all right. So with one timeout remaining, the Florida Gators essentially just need to get, I guess the play's over essentially at this point if they can't stop him here. So 2-6. So that'll be a what's that? C. So that's gonna be a run inside versus a blitz defense again. 4 rushing. So it's Tim Tebow rushing it there. So 51 here. So 51. G, is he 0? So Omen 0. He is not. So it's going to be pulled down by blitzing defense by no gain there. So no gain there for him. And no gain for Tim Tebow there. So that will probably bring up the last timeout there. And at this point, guys, I'm going to do the math real quick and see if by our game standards, let's see here, because I think we're using the smaller chart here now at this point, right? We're using the quick timing chart, right? So if they're consuming the clock at this point, it'll be 50 seconds. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So the play clock stops dead. So that'll be to the 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then consume clock is 50 seconds, right? So 50 seconds, and it'll be second down. So say this play, and then the next play, that's 2 plays, right? That'll be 1 minute and 40 seconds. So folks, I think if we turn this into seconds, right, this would be, so 30 seconds plus 60, that's 90 seconds. So yeah, at this point, guys, the Florida Gators can go into victory position here. Victory position can come out, and it looks like the Florida Gators have won the game here, 33-27, at the inaugural, of course, replay of the 2006
national championship game. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to tally up the stats here, and I'll read them off to you guys and show you guys what the stats were for the game. All right, guys, welcome to the Stats Central real quick here. I wanted to show you guys here the stats. I think it was 1 touchdown for the Florida Gators, which I just know that's 30, was it 33? It doesn't much matter. 33 to, was it 6 points down? So it was 27, I think it was. So really, that doesn't matter. But Tim Tebow went 12 for 21. 2 interceptions, so not good at all, really. Terrell Pryor, though, went 10 for 17, but got 3 sacks. Wasn't getting very much time in the pocket. But if you guys look at the stats real quick here, I'm not sure if you guys can see this too perfectly here, but the rushing was 99 yards for the Florida Gators and 170 yards for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and Wells actually went for 130 yards with one touchdown. So really great, 2 touchdowns for rushing there. Really great job there by the Buckeyes. But the Florida Gators receivers here, 119, and that equals up to 218 yards total offense. But the Ohio State Buckeyes had 303 because they had 133 yards receiving. What really sets this apart is because the Florida Gators during 2008, during the Urban Meyer stages, because he was such a stickler for the special teams, Brennan James was an amazing returner. So because of this, that is actually what made this game amazing, was the fact that when the defense needed to make a big play, Carlos Dunlap for the Florida Gators was able to get a sack and a safety for the Florida Gators to be able to basically capture everything they needed. But as you can see, Brennan James actually got a 13-yard return, then an 86-yard return, and then a 57-yard punt return for a touchdown. So he had 2 returns for points, and that's what makes the game. If you can make a stop or if you can make a big play on special teams, it's about 70% of the time your team will win. That's how Urban Meyer always played it, that if your team makes the special team play, about 70% of the time that team will win. So it looks like today that holds true. The play was made, and Brennan James made 2 of them. So the MVP today would be Brennan James with 2 special teams touchdowns. Absolutely pulling a Devin Hester there. But again, thank you guys very much for your support here for, of course, our second season football game here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for any other further second season games here. If you have any other questions or comments, put them in the comments below there. I'd be more than happy to improvise or make any ideas that you guys would like. I will see you guys next time here in the bleachers.